Hi, it's Teacher Julian, and I am back with a story. The story is Wemberly Worried. Wait a second. I already read this book. But don't worry, I'm going to read it again, and we're going to have fun with this book. Wemberly Worried by Kevin Henkes. Remember what worried means? Raise your hand if you remember what worried means. That's right. It means a little frightened or scared of something. And if you look at her face, she looks worried. Her eyes are all big and her eyebrows right here, wink, they're going up. She's worried. She's scared of something. Wemberly Worried by Kevin Henkes. Wemberly worried about everything. Look at her eyes. What is she looking at that she is worried about? Do you see them? I do. I see some bees right there. She might be worried about the bees, but then what's way over her head right here? She could be worried about that. She might even be worried about the snail, because it says that Wemberly worried about everything. And that is a lot of different things. She worried about big things. I wanted to make sure you were still here. Worried that Mom and Dad were not there in the room. Little things like, oh, she spilled and she dropped her rabbit. And things in between. Mama, what if I shrink? Do you remember what shrink means? That's right. It means to make like a little smaller. Sometimes when you get in the bath and sit for a long time, your skin gets wrinkly. And she says, what if I shrink? Does that ever happen to you? Wemberly worried in the morning. She worried at night, and she worried throughout the day. How do we know it's morning? How do we know it's night? That's right. I see the sun in the morning and the moon at night. You worry too much, said her mother. When you worry, I worry, said her father. Worry, 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 said her grandmother. Too much worry. Remember Grandma's shirt? Do you remember what it said on there? Think hard. It says, go with the flow. Because Grandma's cool. At home, Wemberly worried about the tree in the front yard. What if it falls on our house? And the crack in the living room wall. What if it gets bigger and something comes out of it? What is she doing when she's looking from her book at that wall with a crack in it? She's peeking, remember? Peek. And the noise the radiator makes. What sound did the radiator make before? That's right. Little air or steam comes out of it. And she wants to think, she's thinking that it might be a snake inside. Yikes. At the playground, Wemberly worried about the chains on the swings and the bolts on the slide and the bars on the jungle gym. She's telling her daddy, they're too rusty and it's too loose and it's too high. She has a lot of concerns or a lot of worries. I think she's afraid of how high it is, and if the rusty bolts, remember they're red on the middle part that's kind of flaky? That means they're kind of old and crusty. She's worried that they might break, or the bolts might be too loose. And, as always, she worried about her doll, Petal. Shouldn't Petal have a car seat too? I'll wait for you, Petal! She's in the laundry. Hey, like corduroy. And Petal's lost forever. And Mom says, I found her, sweetie. Families always help find things. Who helps you when you lose things? Don't worry, said her mother. Don't worry, said her father. But Wemberly worried. She worried, and she worried, and she worried. Remember? Look at her eyes and her eyebrows. They're going like this. Oh, I'm scared. I'm worried. When Wemberly was especially worried, she rubbed Petal's ears. Wemberly worried that if she didn't stop worrying, Petal would have no ears left at all. And there she is, rubbing the ears. Oh, and then all of a sudden she come to the realization that if I rub them too much, will she have any ears left at all? Worry, worry, worry. She worries all the time about a lot of different things. In the morning, in the afternoon, at night, all day long. On her birthday, Wemberly worried that no one would come to her party. She'd go like this. Nobody's gonna come. But, as we know, she has a lot of friends. And they're all at the party. See, said her mother, there was nothing to worry about. But then Wemberly worried that there wouldn't be enough cake. Like I said before, that is a justifiable worry. On Halloween, Wemberly worried that there would be too many butterflies in the neighborhood parade. And a parade means like a line of people. Sometimes, they march along, or sometimes they're all carrying signs, or waving at people. Have you ever been in a parade or seen a parade before? Sometimes they have horses all going down the street, a band of people playing music, and that's a parade. See, said her father, there was nothing to worry about. But then Wemberly worried because she was the only one. You worry too much, said her mother. When you worry, I worry, said her father. Worry, 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 said her grandmother. Too much worry. Grandma's giving her advice. She says, take it as it comes. Soon, Wemberly had a new worry. School. Wemberly worried about the start of school more than anything she had ever worried about before. And Dad says, I love school. I like the front of her school. I like how the top of it says, New Morning Nursery School. It has several different mice on top. And it says, starting soon. So all the friends that are coming, they get to go there and see that. So Wemberly was worried the first day when she saw her school. Were you worried the first time you saw your school? Or were you brave? If you were worried, what could you do? By the time the first day arrived, Wemberly had a long list of worries. That's a lot of worries here. Look at that. A lot of worries. They are, what if no one else has spots? What if no one else wears stripes? What if no one else brings a doll? What if the teacher is mean? What if the room smells bad? Fuchi! What if they make fun of my name? Oh, that would be cruel. What if I can't find the bathroom? What if I hate the snack? What if I have to cry? Don't worry, said her mother. Don't worry, said her father. But Wemberly worried. She worried and worried and worried. That seems like what she does. Big eyes, eyebrows all arched, holding her doll Petal very tightly. She worried all the way there. And Grandma says, have fun. While Wemberly's parents talked to the teacher, Mrs. Peachum, Wemberly looked around the room. Then Mrs. Peachum said, Wemberly, there is someone I think you should meet. She does look worried. She's holding on to Mom's skirt. Do you remember what happens next? Let's see. Her name was Jewel. She was standing by herself. She was wearing stripes. She was holding a doll. Who else is wearing stripes and is holding a doll? I can see there's Wemberly, but look. Can you spot the other little girl wearing stripes and holding a doll? Look carefully. I would think it's somewhere. There she is. At first, Wemberly and Jewel just peeked at each other. Peek. Very quick look. This is Petal, said Wemberly. This is Niblet, said Jewel. And there they are peeking. And there they are with Niblet. Petal waved. Niblet waved back. Hi, said Petal. Hi, said Niblet. I rub her ears, said Wemberly. I rub her nose, said Jewel. I can see right here they are very far apart, and they are gradually getting closer. Perhaps they're making friends with each other. Throughout the morning, Wemberly and Jewel sat side by side and played together whenever they could. Petal and Niblet sat side by side too. Can you find them on the top? That's right, they're sitting side by side. And they're playing together, and Niblet and Petal are side by side in the bassinet stroller. Do they look worried? Well, Wemberly worried, but no more than usual, and sometimes even less. I see people having fun here, and I see two people just watching. Before Wemberly knew it, it was time to go home. They looked like they were having fun. Come back tomorrow, said Miss Peachum, as the students walked out the door. What does everybody have on their face? And what does that tell you? Does she look worried? Wemberly turned and smiled and waved. I will, she said. Don't worry. Look at that. She's even letting Jewel hold Petal. It looks like she made a friend. The end. And there they are. Remember? She's dancing with her family, and everybody has a smile on their face. A very good book. All right, friends. Can you think about a time where you were worried, and what did you do to make it so you're not worried? What could you do? I see that Wemberly, she holds her little doll. Maybe that gives her some bravery. Sometimes she would hold hands with her mom or hold her mom's dress just to let her know. That gives her confidence, and she's not so worried. Maybe she's a little braver. Okay, friends, I hope you enjoyed the book. Read it twice. And again, if you have questions, let me know, and we'll read another book soon. Bye.